Can you see over the maze yet?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do you think we're gonna get lost?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Right there.
Yeah, we might get lost.
Oh, look at the toys.
Yeah, and you see that corn?
Uh-huh. That's pink toys.
It's big, huh?
Big.
The novelty of walking through a 10-acre or 12-acre cornfield and losing your way, you know, it kind of sounds goofy, but it's so simple that it's so fun. And I think, you know, a lot of people are looking for that simple thing in life.
Is that way?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea where we're at.
Here, hand me a map. We'll split up.
You know, we've got video games, we've got, you know, the internet, we've got smartphones. So it's so simple, it's so refreshing.
Oh, I figured out where we are. We're right here. We're at intersection.
Hey, let's go this way.
I'm Stan Vaught. I help my children, my two sons, run a corn maze in Milton, Tennessee.
Up here, we're going to be on Obama's shoulder. So,
Shoulder or his tie?
shoulder. And turn. And then put on the shoulder.
If you would have told me growing up that somebody would pay us money or pay the boys money to walk through our cornfield, I would have laughed at you. But you know, my brother and I growing up, we always, because we lived on a farm, we would invite our classmates to come out every fall and do a hayride and a campfire and you know, roast hot dogs and have just a good, clean fun.
Both of y'all are good.
Is mine good?
Yep.
The initial idea, the oldest son wanted to make some money doing something. And one summer, the only thing we could figure out he could plant, we could plant for him to make money. When you grow up in a rural background, you either haul hay for the public or you grow something to sell on the side of the road. And it was pumpkins. So the first year we grew 2 acres of pumpkins and sat on the side of the road and sold them. The next year we came up with a bright idea, hey, let's do a corn maze and maybe people will come to the farm and buy the pumpkins instead of us driving to our nearby town here in Murfreesboro and selling them on the side of the road. So it's, you know, 8 years later, we're still here.
How about you drive it?
How about that?
Yeah. No.
You know, the word agritainment has come into play in the last 10 years. It's an industry within agriculture itself that's probably growing faster than any facet of agriculture right now. And I think if we, as American farmers, don't continue to do it or don't continue to embrace this, that, you know, 50 years from now, people will not know where their food comes from, and they will not only not know that, they won't be willing to protect it.
And then these over in that pile are $3, and then there's only a handful of $8 ones left.
It's interesting what we've learned, that the boys have learned here, is that they make more money off the 10 acres here than I will off the other 190 acres on the farm this year. Just, you know, just because of the drought and all that.
No, there's no out. Look, there's an out right there. No, there's a line.
We're going to go through the corn maze here. We went last year. The boys seem to enjoy it. Us grown-ups really like it. We like to get in there and hide from each other, you know, scare each other. So we have a good time. See it in the dark anyway.
Sherry, do you have a map?
You know, the agritainment industry has opened up a whole new avenue for farmers to make money, to make a living. The takeaway for me is that 100 years from now, when I'm gone, they can still be here. They can still hold on to it and not be forced to sell it because of taxes, because of insurance, or because some zoning regulation says they can't do it. That's the takeaway. Hey.